All right. Hi, everyone. Okay, so this is me in my gym clothes because I'm headed to the gym after this, and no makeup on and hair done, and that's what I love about what we do. And so I'm excited to be able to share with you guys how the progress is going with my tools for my human connections. It's been amazing, to say the least. As many of you know, I have multiple businesses, and in all my businesses, just like in yours, it's all about human connections. And the one thing that I've been able to do is tilt the universe into my direction and be able to attract people to come to me versus me having to go to them. And a lot of it has to do not only with the mindset of attraction, learning how to become attractive, but with the tools that I'm using in order to be able to push the information out to people. So currently, as we all know, we can only market to people on Facebook, or if you're on Instagram, or if you're on Snapchat, or whatever platform that you're on. And on those platforms, you can only touch the percentage of people that see it, unless you're boosting your ads or doing stuff like that and paying for advertising and marketing. However, what we do have in our phone is hundreds and thousands of contacts of people that know us. Somehow or another, we connected at some way, shape, or form. And just like social media, we know only a fraction of the people that are in our phone, like on Facebook. We don't know really all of our friends by face and name. And so to be able to touch these people, to find a way to be able to touch these people, is like opening a whole new market. And that's exactly what this newest tool that I've added, which is my digital connection card. Okay, so everybody knows that I have my tangible touch cards, okay, but I also have digital cards, and that's what I want people to understand, and how I use the two that go together in harmony with each other. So, a lot of people are out there teaching relationship marketing, which is great. Relationship marketing is great, but you have to have relationships in order to market to them. Okay, so how do you do attraction marketing to be able to attract people towards you? Okay, that's what this is really all about. Let me give you some analogies, because a lot of you on here are in send out cards. In send out cards, we have the card, and then we have the system. There's two things. The system is what allows us to do things with the card. The card is us being able to put it on here. The system sends it out and allows us to do campaigns and group sends and scheduled sends and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so the name of the digital card is called 1QR, but the system is called Shuffle. And that's what you want, is you want the system. So like in send out cards, you can have a free account, and the free account is going to allow you to send the card, right, Elaine? The free account allows you to send the card, but it doesn't allow you to access the campaigns. It doesn't allow you to do birthdays and reminders, and it doesn't allow you to do group sends and all that sort of stuff. So the system is what is powerful when it comes to send out cards, right? So the same thing here with Shuffle. So where did you go? Okay. Somebody else popped on, so it moved you around, but that's okay. So let me put on, there we go. Now I can see everyone. So the system is what I want to show you the power of. That's the power. The system is what is working so great for me here. So while I am sending out my digital cards to people, which is what I'm going to show you, my digital cards and how I use them, I'm getting notifications every single time somebody opens their digital card. So how cool would it be if you got a notification every time somebody did this? Oh my gosh, they just opened my card. How cool would it be to know, oh, this is cool, George Red Heifer, you rock. So I just got this card from George Red Heifer from when we went and visited them. But how cool would it be if George got a notification right now that I just opened his card, and he could shoot me over text message and say, hey, I see you got it. Thanks for reading it, you know, blah, 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 whatever. And so that's what this is allowing me to do, is to be able to see who's opening my cards, see who's interested, see who's going through my videos and watching and getting educated and doing their own research without me having to go out there and bother them. And I use this analogy of, if you're standing around a lake and you've got 100 fishing poles with bait on every pole, and you throw all those 100 lines out there, you're not even going to get 100 in the water before this one's got a bite, and this one's got a bite, and this one's got a bite. And what do? You go over there and you tend to the bite. And that's exactly what this is allowing me to do. And so I'm able to create faster connections, plant my seeds, and watch my seeds sprout. So we all plant seeds. Every time I send out a card, it's a seed planted. And then the same here. Every time I send out a card, I'm planting a seed in somebody's heart. Now, granted, this is not heartfelt, okay? This is not heartfelt. This is prospecting. This is getting information out there. This is testing, taking temperatures, as we call it in the world of network marketing and business and in sales. You're taking people's temperature to see who's interested, who's researching, who's watching, without having to be in their face and without having to get an appointment with them and without having to be nervous about what you're saying. That's what this is allowing me to do. Now, as these people are watching the card and looking at things, I am right away sending them a tangible touch card with a brownies, a joke, something funny, a picture of their family, a picture of their kids. Maybe it was their birthday recently in the last few months, and I send them a really hilarious belated birthday card with a picture from their birthday. I'm touching them now with the heartfelt kindness. So this is almost like a funnel system is really what it is. Like Send Out Cards made the impossible possible by allowing us to be able to do this differently and faster and more affordably. That's what this is allowing me to do as well. Okay, so that's what I want to do is I want to share my screens. So I have 10 cards because it costs $10 a month to have 10 cards. $10 a month to be able to have all these different types of digital cards that connect me with people. And literally all I do is I sit and I watch people watch them. Oh, she just opened hers and she's watching hers. And it tells me how many minutes till they open the next one, and I can see if they're watching the whole thing. And in the world of sales, that is priceless because it takes away you being that stalker. And it also does other things that I'm going to show you that I've learned from here. So I have multiple different cards. I have my What's New With Us card that I send to my friends and people that I know, family members, people that know us personally, that love us and care about us, that just, I want to share what's new with us. And all I'm asking them to do is watch the first 2 videos that is telling them about what's new in our world. The objective is it's got information on it and it's connecting you and allowing you to be able to see who's really leaning forward and caring about you enough to be able to investigate and research what it is that you're doing. And it has other information so that I can see who's interested enough to keep going through that process. And that process is feeding them information, and which is getting them back on the phone with me, and therefore then now me moving them forward into how I can add value, into what area of their life I can add value in. Another one is as people are joining my Send Out Cards business, and Elaine, you're going to love this one, I also sent it to every single person that is been in my organization or customer in the past. And so let me show you. Watch. I'm going to go look at my Shuffle app, and I'm going to go to Contacts, and I'm going to go to Elaine Williams. Elaine Williams. There. And then I'm going to go to Activity. So right here, it's showing me everything that you have done and that I have sent you. So I have sent you, connected with Elaine. You merged Elaine with Elaine Williams. I shared Welcome to the Team, MAC Team card with Elaine. Elaine viewed it on February 11th at 8:41 p.m. You reshared it to your computer at 8:43. Then I shared my personal digital connection card with you February at 8:47, and you viewed it at 8:48 and at 8:51, and then again the next morning you viewed another video at 7:51, and another one at 7:53. You opened up the same one, and then you opened up another one on the 24th at 10:45 a.m. And then I shared another one with you on March 2nd, and you opened it on March 3rd at 3:18 p.m. So it tells me all these things, so I know what you're actually looking at and what you're doing. Okay, so welcome to my digital connection training card through for Send Out Cards. Now this one has been really, really, really amazing. And if you look at the front of it, let me show you something. I've sent it 83 times, but 185 videos have been viewed. The average of 38 minutes a person on it. That is huge. And 91 unique views. And it tells me right here which videos people are viewing and which ones are the most popular. Isn't that awesome?
That is great. Yeah.
It is amazing. And all of this for $10 a month. That's the mind-blowing part. for 10 cards with all the analytics for only $10 a month. It's powerful. Yay. Here we go. Okay, back to my cards. So here's other ways that I use it. Okay, so that's my training card, and right here it shows 84 sends, 180 views. This is the one that I sent out first. I sent out 437, 392 views. This one was powerful. And so I want to show you an example. Yesterday, I got a text message from a guy. Can you see me again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so back in February, I was introduced on a three-way call to a guy that was interested from a friend of mine that is in North Carolina or South Carolina that introduced me to a stranger that she didn't know that reached out to her because they're in the same mastermind group for mortgage lenders, whatever. Okay, so I had made that one, and all that one was an informational card on why MLM, why SOC, and why MAC. And I had sent that to 400 and something people, and the people that I sent it to were the people in my phone that I had marked as lead through other people. Like maybe you did a third party call and introduced me to someone, you know, that I didn't know who they were. We connected once because I was testing it. So I was never going to talk to those people anyway. I didn't know who they were. So why not test it on them? So I sent that to this guy, and yesterday I get a text message that says, "Hey, Darla, I think I'm ready to try send out cards for at least 2 or 3 months." I said, "Hey there, great to hear that. When are you free to talk?" He says, "In the next 30 minutes. I said, "Okay, I'll call you right now." So we get on the phone, and in 5 minutes, he's already done all the research because all the research was on my links. And I went back and I looked at his card, I pulled up his name, and I was like, okay, he's watched every video. I know what he's got in his brain. He watched the interview with Cody Bateman. He's watched all the things that were on there. Why you want to, how to attract people into your life, stop hunting, prospecting, and selling. So we get on the phone, and he tells me that when he watched the interview, he ordered Cody's book on Amazon instantly, and he'd read it. So he'd already gone through the Human Connections book. He'd already gone through everything on the website. He'd already watched every video. He was 5 minutes on and off the phone. He was signed up. Then from there, I sent him the SOC training card. And so what's on this card is, welcome to my SOC training card, digital training card. Below you will find videos, trainings, tips, and strategies on how to use send out cards to attract, retain, grow deep-seated human connections, both personally and professionally. And then down below it has getting started training between the #1 money earner. It has the interview, the power behind human connections. The next one is, what is unlimited heartfelt card sending? So that's me doing a training on the $97 and what unlimited heartfelt card sending looks like. So he was sold. When I said get the unlimited plan, I didn't even have to explain it to him. He'd already been educated on it because he saw the visual of it. He had the vision and the inspiration in his heart to go do it because he'd seen it, right? Tips and strategies on attracting people and opportunities into your life. He'd already watched it. The difference between digital connection and tangible touch communication. So he had already watched it. So he knew the power of this. He'd already known the power of it. And then 2 card tips. How to download pictures from Facebook to add to a card, and how to make a back panel. That's like a 5-minute video. And to be able to see how easy it is and see how he can put his branding and see how simple you can take a picture from Facebook and drop it on a card, gave him all the visualization and knowledge that he needed. He'd done his research. And then what's new with us and what is MAC is at the bottom. And the reason why is because this is the power and the value of what it is that people need. They need the coach, they need the mentor, they need the person to teach them how to use the tools to go apply the strategies. You can have a shovel in your backyard and it does you no good if you don't know how to use it, you know, or what to use it on. And so here's the best part. Now, all of you guys looking at this go, yeah, Darla, but that's you and that's not duplicatable. This is duplicatable, and let me tell you why. When I share my card to you, all you have to do is click clone. Bam, it just turned it into your card. You take my picture out, you put your picture in, nothing changes. It's all connected to you. And all you do now is send it to your customers and send it to your team. And now they've got the training tools right at their fingertip. but I've created them.
Dude, I've been working on that forever.
Yeah. And you know, and I get it.
Thank you,
guys.
Darla.
I get that I can get in front of a camera and most people cannot. I understand that. I get that I have the passion and the inspiration and the words and the years of knowledge. I get that. That is why I want to create a system that I can be of value to be able to say, here, this is how I'm using it. It's yours. Now you go use it the same way. So yes, it's me, but you get to use me and sell me as your story until you get your own courage and strength and stories and self-confidence to be able to go do your own, and they'll come in time. And that's, you know, when I say I want to be the modern version of Charlotte's Web, I'm going to attract you onto my web. I'm going to spin you with encouragement and inspiration and motivation and courage until you're strong enough, and protect you from all the world till you're strong enough to go out and become your own. And then you will start attracting people into your web, and you'll start, you know, inspiring them and motivating and encouraging them. And so this is allowed for that. And so now people are out there using the same thing, but I want to show you let me keep showing you how I use it.
Okay.
Okay, share screen. All right. See, if I can figure all this out, you guys can too.
Is this on Zoom?
Yeah, I'm recording it.
Okay.
Okay, so let me show you a few more things. So this is my Send Out Cards testimony card. Preview. This says, Power of Human Connections. Hello and welcome to my digital connection card. Have you ever read, now this is what I send to people in sales that I meet. Anybody in sales, anybody that is dealing with customers, and I say, hey, I have something I want to send you. I maybe can add some value to your business growth or to your life. Check it out. And that's all I say, because I know the card will do the work, and I will be able to see who's interested or not. When I meet with someone, it's in and out really quick. I send them this, and I can tell who's interested. It says, have you ever read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie? If you have, you know that relationships are what matter most. The faster you can emotionally connect in a positive way with others, the sooner you attract the riches of relationships. Those riches are opportunities, referrals, new friends, and love. Attached, you will find links to various industries, testimonies, and interviews of how our appreciation and gratitude system has affected their lives and businesses. If you see value in this, let's talk. Now, every one of these, first it starts with the interview of the Power of Human Connections, which is between Jordan and I talking about the power of human connections. And then it goes into every single interview that's on Appreciation Pal. Now, these are all connected to my Appreciation Pal. When I send this card to you and you hit clone, you do not have to recreate anything that you're looking at. Let me show you how easy it is for you to recreate this to be your own. And so you would come here and it would show you that I have shared a card with you. And then right here on each card, right here where it says clone card, you click clone card, and bam, it shows up in your list of cards. So for example, if I cloned somebody's card, it would show up right here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now watch. This card is my testimonial card, and all of these are linked to Appreciation Pal. So when they watch one of these, it takes them right to Appreciation Pal. So all you do is you come over here to picture, and you change the photo out to be your photo, and then you come over here to social links, and you come down here and you're gonna put your name, your name, your name, your name, instead of my name. And then down here with each one, it says interview, the Power of Human Connections. You're gonna leave that one because that one is the interview between Jordan and I. But when you come down here to dental, all you do is delete that and drop yours in there. The easiest way to do it is open a tab and go to Appreciation Pal and just copy the URL on that video and drop it in. Drop it in, drop it in, drop it in, drop it in. 5 minutes later, your card is ready to start sending out to prospects. And like the guy who's standing on the shoreline with 100 fishing poles, just put them out there. Every morning I wake up and I lay in bed and I send another one and another one. I can't even get 2, 3 in, and I get bing, bing, bing. Someone's watching your card, you know? And then I get these notifications all day long. So I can see instantly who's watching. And then I shoot them a text message and I say, I've been thinking about you, call me, let's talk sometime, you know, whatever. Or I say, if I see that they've watched the second video, during that second video, if they're paying attention, they're finding out that I'm watching them. And then I send them cute little eyes. I'm like, I'm watching you. And they're like, dang you, this is awesome. I need this, you know? And so then some people are coming towards me because they're impressed at the way that this hits them. But every single person that comes towards me with this, I sign up with this. It's going hand in hand because I'm teaching them how, now that you've got something that's going to attract them, you've got to learn how to keep them. And they're like, I get it, Darla. I get it. 100%. It's hand in hand. What else can I show you? Let me show you more cards. Hold on. Okay, so
you can tell who you sent one to already?
Yeah, absolutely. So each card has an activity on it, an activity tracker. So it shows me each one. Ched. Ched's on this thing right here and he's being funny. So he opened the card. I see you, Ched. So this is the guy who signed up last night and he's already doing his training. This is him. And he's not even for me. Get this. He's my friend's sign up. So I signed him up on a 97 and then sent my friend a message and says, hey, you just got a new customer today on a 97. And she's like, what? That's awesome. How did I do it? You know? And she's not a referral partner that's engaged. She's just a customer that has the referral partner position because she's got her customers asking her how she did it. So she's a real referral partner. Get it? So what this allowed me to do is now to send her a card and to tell her, send this card to every single person that you want to introduce this business to. She's like, that's it? I'm all, that's it. And now I'm able to see who these people are that are watching. Okay, yeah, so I had a guy over here yesterday for training. He got started because I sent him a card of information. He came over and signed up with the 97 and we got him all trained and launched because I sent him. Now, let me tell you, I've been sending him cards for 2 years. He's gotten over a dozen cards from me, but it wasn't till I sent him the digital connection card. And let me tell you why. He owns an app. He's an app developer. That made sense to him. Then he signed up with these. So it went hand in hand. So I have a different angle that I'm able to approach people with. Does this make sense? Awesome. So yeah, you can see all the people that are watching the card and going through it and everything like that. So by being able to create my send out cards training card, it takes that pressure off of that new rep or that timid rep that's not plugged in or the one that doesn't have confidence to go out and do their business. And because I've sent it to all these customers that never got engaged, I'm able to send the information to them versus expecting them to come look for it. And so by me being able to send it to them, they have it right there at their fingertips. They're looking at it and they're going, oh my gosh, Darla, I didn't know you could do all this with this. I've got 6,000 points in my account. Okay, so let me show you some more. You guys all know I'm maxed out on Facebook. And so I created a way to be able to find out who's real or not. And so not only to my friends am I sending this to my pending friends, I'm starting to send it to every single one of my Facebook friends so I can start cleaning out my account. Are we real friends? I'm maxed out at 5,000 friends and I want to clear out fake accounts. Can you please scroll down and answer questions so I know if you are a real person? I also have added a few optional questions to see how I can add value to your life or business. Regardless if you are real or not, have an amazing day. and so when they click on it is 3 questions. What's your name? How do you know me? Where did we meet? But then it said, and those 3 questions are mandatory. They have to answer those 3 questions. And then I have 3 more questions that are optional. And those are for people that just want to answer them or not. And it says, I would like to, how may I add value to your life? Could you use better communication and love or opportunities to follow at your footsteps and into your life? Could you use a better system at appreciating your customers, friends, and loved ones? something like that. It's got 3 optional questions. Now, for that one, I'm only sending a couple a day because it just creates so much for me as far as being able to whatever. So what I'm doing now is I'm creating a secondary funnel system so I can work all this. So I can I'm treating it like a business. It's all part of Matt growing into this huge dream that I've had for so long. So that's another card. Okay, so when people join my Matt course, this is the card that they get instantly. Master the art of human connections and you will attract an abundance of opportunities, referrals, friends, and love. I'm super excited that you are here. And so with each one, it directs them to the lesson and the topic, and they have it at their fingertips and at their computer. It's just priceless. Okay, so you guys get the idea. When somebody joins Shuffle to become a Shuffle member, I send them their Shuffle training card. Hey, you, yes, you, congratulations on adding a new tool to your human connection toolbox. Okay, let me show you another one. That's enough. You guys get the idea. But let me tell you where I'm going with this. So you get 10 cards for $10. The next step is you can buy 100 cards for $50, which is what I'm going to buy next. And let me tell you what I'm going to create. I'm going to create a realtor prospecting card, a mortgage prospecting card, a car salesman prospecting card, a dog grooming prospecting card, a hairstylist prospecting card, a landscaping prospecting card. I'm going to create all these industry prospecting cards that everybody can clone and send to their prospects to show them ways that are specific to them, speaking in their language, showing examples of how we can benefit their life and add value to their life by adding the tools that will attract, retain, maintain, and grow their network. Is that just amazing?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. It brings tears to my eyes because
Oh, you have no idea. I literally am like a crazy person, obsessed, and especially now that Jim's caught the vision and we're building the website now and I'm putting in all the layers, and it's just amazing. And I'm just so happy. I love existing, and this is gonna allow any one of you to become a coach, to be able to put yourself in that space between here and there of somebody's life, whether it's from small business to big business, from depressed to loved, from sad to happy, from broke to wealthy, from, that space. It's to exist in that vibrational frequency space by providing them the tools to get there.